Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Yahweh Shapat coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Bahashem, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well in these scriptures. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. And pretty much this is the fate of men who are not attached to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Women already currently outnumber us, you know what I'm saying? And heading into Jacob's trouble, that's going to happen, it's going to be even more of a shortage on men. These women are going to be left with, very few options. You know what I'm saying? And basically what it's going to do is, with all of these things happening to the men who are not joined unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, that's going to add value to the men of the Lord, man. Because right now, these women would take a wicked ass nigga over a man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And brothers know I'm not lying, man. They'll know, a woman to know what's good for them, and they would rather choose, instead of going for what they need in a man, they go for what they want in a man. Which, is vanity a lot of the times, The point being, though, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is getting ready to bring a heavy judgment on 2/3 of our people. And a lot of those 2/3 are women. You women, man. A lot of y'all are going to perish, on side of the men perishing. But what I was getting at pretty much, man, through the spirit is just that these women, man, y'all are going to have no choice but to get used to sharing a man. That's going to be the new norm. Women sharing a man is going to be the new norm. According to, the circumstances that will soon befall Babylon the Great, aka America. So I got another precept I want to grab. This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. That day is talking about Jacob's trouble. You know what I'm saying? And going forth into the kingdom of heaven. Women, one man having multiple women is going to become a norm. Right now, it's frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? Eve would never act right. So there's, brothers can't hardly practice this right now. You got some jakes that can pull it off, man, and that's cool. But man, for the most part, ain't no woman checking to be with a man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We're strict-minded. You know what I'm saying? We're lawful. We're not lawless. So, and what do women call fun? First off, you'll be with a woman, man, and the bitch, especially if you're a man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the bitch just get to the point where it's, you're not fun to be with anymore. You go out every Saturday. We don't go out to the movies anymore like we used to. They start giving you shit when you come into this truth because you put your purpose before her. And our purpose is this woman, wisdom. Wisdom is a woman, according to the scriptures, Sophia. That spirit of wisdom is a woman, and when we get with this woman, you know what I'm saying? Our women become jealous of us, being in this truth and putting most of our concern on learning these scriptures, teaching these scriptures, etc. That becomes a problem. And, they'll tell you, well, you're not fun anymore because you're not, once you give up that lawlessness that comes with you being in the world, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, you go from being untamed to tamed. And a tamed man, a man who is, you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? A man who is strict on himself and everybody around him, These women consider us not fun. Hey, you know, Eve will rather risk getting her ass shot being with a Jake in the world, and she know he dangerous. He got other Jakes shooting at him. You know, she know the cops on him. For some reason, these women find that shit exciting. You know, until all hell break loose in whatever situation they in, and then they look for the stability that will come with being with somebody like a man of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, they got that in the world where they'll show you, like, you know, the man who's focusing on himself, and, you know, he ain't, because we haven't, what you see right now, man, as far as the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, hey, the Lord is going to beautify his bride, which is the elect. We gonna get new bodies. We gonna get new minds. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna go off again. You know, so what we, you know, the thing is, when you, I'm gonna use this as an example. You will have that guy who's in the study and he's at school, he's in the school. You know, you'll have him chasing after this, trying to get with this one chick. And this chick is into the guy with all the tattoos. He drunk all the time, high all the time, and he stay in some bullshit. A regular 2/3 nigga in the world. She'll go after him. Hey, and that nigga being with her, you know, he put her ass through the ringer. And by the time she makes it back to the man that actually wanted her, by the time they bump into each other again, she look like shit. She look like, like shit, man. And she wanting to get a chance with that brother, and, you know, that man is like, hey, nah, I'm good. I wanted you back then. I wanted you in high school before you had 2-3 kids, man. Before you had the drug problem and before you lost your hair. I don't want you now. You know, and it's going to be the same way, man. Our people shall be willing, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. You know, the scriptures say that. So when these women see all these other men being put to death, you know, like I just got into in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, you know, when they see these things happening, they going to try to come find the men of the Lord. And some of them will get chose up. But, man, you got to think, man. You think you going to take Keisha, that you run into Keisha, and, you know, like I said, man, you looking at her, it could be a woman that you wanted. And she run up on you during Jacob's trouble. She ain't got the makeup on. She ain't had a bath in days. She might be on a rag. Hey, man, Jake might say, no, hell no. I'm not, because we don't have to take you as a wife. That's our choice. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to leave that up to us. A lot of you women going to get rejected in that day, just like y'all reject us now. You know, because like I was using that guy in the, you know, that situation in the world with the smart guy and the bad guy. The women usually go for the bad guy, and that's what they doing right now. That's why these women ain't checking for us like that, man. And you can be the sharpest in shape. You could be the most attractive brother. You know, like the scriptures say, you could be comely. And she'll still choose, like I say, man, they go for the bad guy. You know, they consider us lame. In the world, that's what they call it. You lame if you go to work, you stay out the way, you hit the gym, you eat right. Hey, man, our people make fun of you for changing your diet. You know, you could be at work, man, and Jake, look at this nigga, he got a salad. He always eating salad, man. And here he go, pulling out that rabbit food. Meanwhile, he over there eating some fucking pork chops, some parasitic pork chops, you know, and making mockery of you for trying to eat healthy. What's the scriptures do tell us to do? You know, good health is above all riches. You know, I'm roughly paraphrasing that scripture. I believe that's in Ecclesiasticus. You know, so yeah, man, sticking to the point. These women are going to, you know, they're going to be checking for us, like the scriptures say, man, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. You know, let me pull that. And, you know, you gonna have a lot of niggas that mocked us trying to come learn, and it's gonna be too late. You gonna have a lot of women that shitted on us trying to come back and be up under that umbrella, and it's gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying? You know? But the fact of the matter that I was, Salaki, matter of fact, let me focus and bring this precept out. I don't want to rant too much. This is Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, and the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth. So that being said, our people are gonna be willing to get right. These women gonna be willing to get right with a man of the Lord, and a lot of these men gonna be willing to get right with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But it's gonna be too late. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord give us the pick of the litter, we gonna get to pick and choose. You think we gonna be trying to get with one of you used up ass women? Nah, man, and we got the spirit of discernment on us. We gonna be able to tell you ain't shit. Or we gonna be able to tell you one of them women is, nope. Hey, beat it. And these women gonna need a man when all hell break loose. Rape is gonna come back in a big way. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you women ain't that like I was just at camp speaking on this. A lot of these women think they gonna get a bow and arrow and protect themselves during Jacob's trouble. That's shit that you only see in movies, man. And it's not accurate to what's gonna happen. I was listening to some guy speak, and he basically was going into how women are fucking weak, man. And they are. Y'all are weaker. The weakest man out there can probably have his way with one of these, the strongest of you women. And man, hey, one of a regular man, he might not go to the gym or do none of that shit. He punch a woman in her damn face. She gonna feel like Mike Tyson hit her, man. That's the difference in power. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, you women gonna have to, hey, either you gonna have a man or you gonna be fooled. You gonna be prey. And we not advocating anything. That's just the way it's gonna be, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to increase these evils in the earth, going out of this place. These women, man, when they see the value that the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua adds to the men of the Lord, they gonna be willing to get with us then, and that's when Isaiah 4:1 is gonna take place. And like I was saying, the point of this lesson is that you women are gonna learn to share a man and like it, man. You gonna shut the hell up and not have a problem with it. You get you a side piece and your main chick find out about it. And these times we living in nowadays, man, shit, man. You might end up with no woman because they both angry at it. But it's like, man, these women, they deal with a man dealing with other women whether they want to or not, because that's our nature. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua didn't create us to be monogamous. That shit is something that it's bullshit that Esau sells you, man. The Lord told us to be fruitful and multiply. And to be honest, it's kind of hard for you to multiply and be fruitful with just one woman. You got women that did it, man. One woman might have 8 kids, 7, 8 kids, man. It can happen. But that don't mean that the Lord made it to where we just and it's in our nature to want to be, we're conquerors. So women sleep with other men for an emotional connection. When we get a bunch of women under our belt, man, we do it for, it's basically like we conquer women and women get conquered. That's the difference between us. A man can have different sexual partners, as long as all of them are single and they belong to him. Hey, man, a woman go out there and deal with multiple men, she's considered a whore. And that's in every culture from here to the other part of the world, man. Only over here in Babylon the Great do a woman get applauded for whoredom. And that's another reason why the Lord gonna take this bitch out, man. Salakia. Let's see, bear with me, Yaki and Baba Kasai. Looking for one more precept. You know, the scriptures talk about hey, how the Lord's gonna make a man more precious than fine gold. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's gonna add value unto his men. Because right now, man, we looked at as, you know, which we're not, but we get treated like we the scum of the earth, man. They treated Yahweh Shai worse than they treat us. You know, and the servant is not greater than his master. So, hey, man, we're hated, you know, and we're hated because we speak the truth in Yahweh Shai's name. You know, the other nations, our own people, they hate us just like they hated the Lord when he was here on the scene. I was right there. I can't believe I couldn't find that. This is Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. You know, so, hey, man, the Lord's going to, right now, we're in the refinement process. That's why certain hell that we catch, man, it's to prepare us really for what's coming. You know, we gonna need to be, hey, man, shit, man, Jake gonna have to have you know, an iron mindset, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai going into Jacob's trouble, because we gonna see some shit. We gonna, you know, coming up out of this place. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna, you know, the Lord's gonna make sure that we see it through. But hey, man, you know, when the scriptures talk about Jacob's trouble, man, it describes it as, you know, it being, you know, the times that we headed in. It describes those times as times that the earth has never seen before. You know, so we headed into some new territory, man. You know, and you know, Lord willing soon, because Jake's sick of this place any damn way. You know, the longer it takes for those things to happen, those prophecies to come to pass, the longer we got to be here. So shit, man, you got to take the bad with the good with the bad, literally, and it's true, because it ain't going to be all good. But hey, man, Jacob's trouble it's a necessary evil that we have to make it through before we get to the kingdom of heaven. You know, and with that, man, I'm going to go ahead and close out. You know, Lord willing, this is edifying. And until the next one, I say shalom.